Sweet. We got a call. Hello, this is Bwana.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? This is Brandon Justice over at QuickHit.
Hey, Brandon, how's it going, man?
Not too shabby, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm ready to play. You gonna take it easy on me?
You know, just for you, buddy, I'm making a brand new team, so we'll be on a level playing.
Okay, that's good to know because I don't want to be too embarrassed. I'm streaming live now.
You know, I will do what I can.
All right, great. I'm already logged in and I'm ready to go. My ID is Bwana, as you probably guessed.
Yeah, give me just a second here. I just started signing up. I thought about it. My other team's kind of diesel. I didn't want to run you off the field there.
Yeah, that would have been pretty bad.
Yeah, well, you know that's what I like to do. Old Samantha, if you remember, from our PR department, likes to get after me because I never take it easy old folks. But you know, man, you play to get your team to be better so that you can stomp on people. I don't know what to tell you. But how's it going for you this week, man?
It's going great, I'm sorry it took so long to hook up with you guys, but we're finally here. So.
Hey, listen, the start of football season is like a black cloud for me most days, so I totally understand.
Okay, that's good.
You know, I see it. Oh, this is pretty funny. By the way, I want you to know that I made my new team just for this game.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Wow, that looks strikingly similar to a certain tiger out of New Orleans. I'm not gonna.
I just figured I'd get you hyped up for the matchup.
Okay, all right, we can do it. We can do it that way.
I mean, you know, lo and behold, I'm looking at a gator over here. So it looks like my prediction was a good one.
Tebow Town tearjerkers. Okay. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it.
You know, I made a new team. I might as well have fun with it. All right, here we go. So what you're seeing here, folks, at the very beginning of the game, we load in the two teams, and as we do that, we're actually going to give you all a little preview of what each team's all about. We show you how their defense, their offense stack up against each other. We show you some statistics, how many wins you got, you know, what your team rating is, what your current winning streak is if you got one. And we bring all that stuff in. So basically, this is a good time for you to be able to scout out your opponent. You know, obviously, you know your team very well, so you can kind of compare your positions to their positions, and you know, that way you get a good feel for how they like to play ball. I mean, obviously, if you're a football coach, if you play the sport, you know, you talk about it very differently. But like when I'm kicking back and playing a game of Madden or NCAA or something, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna throw a bomb to Chad Ochocinco or whatever. I don't,
yeah.
You know, and in that way, like our play call menu is designed to be the same way. You know.
Wow.
Like I mentioned to you last time we talked, you know, there's a ton of people out there that play games like Madden. You know, somewhere around 5 to 7 million every year.
Right.
You know, but like 20 million people play fantasy football, and they have computers, they're online, and they're into that side of things. So,
yeah. The statistics, man.
We want to kind of bring the complexity level down a little bit in terms of the interface, but from a strategy standpoint, you know, all of that stuff really kind of comes into play.
Right.
Nice stop there, fella.
Yeah. I coached that. we did that in practice. I didn't tell anybody that, but yeah, we went over that one in practice.
You guys ran that one a few extra times. Yeah, and one thing about all the panels you see in the interface, you'll notice that there's two little arrows with a flat line next to it.
Right.
The bottom right corner, you can click that on any one of the panels and expand it for more information.
Okay.
I'll do it right there, right in double coverage. Beautiful. All right. But basically what you can do there is expand any of the panels. So if you check that out, you know, on defense, you can see more options.
Oh.
On your plays, or you can get a little bit more data.
Right, I saw the depth chart there.
Or you can take a look at, you know, your entire roster. You can go in and scout mine. So, you know, like I said, we start simple, but you know, if you're really into the sport, you know, there's a lot of strategy, there's a lot of depth in this game for sure.
Wow. Hey guys in the chat room, I'm playing against Brandon of QuickHit. He's director of, what was it? Director of creatives?
Design.
Of design. There it is. He's director of design. I just call him. He's the guy.
Oh man, there's a lot of guys on the team. Everybody's working hard. This is actually the game where it's at right now, it's a pretty big milestone for us. We've been working on it for about a year and a half. We've got a really small team of scrappy guys who just love the game of football. And honestly, man, to be able to be here on your broadcast talking about the game with folks is pretty exciting for us.
Yeah, man. I think people I think the word needs to get out because, I mean, this is polished. This is not something that looks like it was built in a couple of months, There's a lot of expertise.
Go ahead.
I say there's a lot of expertise, you can tell. I mean, there's a lot of thought into this interface.
Yeah, well, the guys on the team have been making sports games for years. Half of us have, and the other half have been making RPGs for years. We got guys from Turbine Entertainment out here in the Foxborough area. Guys who made Lord of the Rings and Asheron's Call and
right.
Dragonville Mine. And then, on the sports side, we got the lead designer of All Pro Football.
Oh, that was ugly.
2K series. We got myself, who, as I mentioned, worked on both 2K series and the Madden series. We got a fellow who worked on the NBA 2K series, a couple of those guys. And we've got, a senior AI developer who used to be part of the core AI team over at Tiburon. So he worked on NZ-Dub, he worked on Tor, he worked on Madden. It's a good seasoned group of guys who, definitely know how to make decent games. So the thing about our game is, we're going to be updating it all the time. It does be good to hear you say that it's polished, but, we really feel like we're always going to be working on it. We're always going to be making it better.
Right.
Unlike a console product, we don't have to wait a year to get out a new roster, or get out new features, or fix a bug in the AI to make a certain play money.
I'm glad you said that.
Go ahead.
I said I'm glad you said that because a lot of people are frustrated about buying a whole new game just to get an updated roster,
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. First of all, you don't even have to buy our game. It's free. Second of all, everybody that plays our games, I mentioned before, community is a huge deal for us. Everybody that's playing the game, they have an internet connection,
Right.
And so everybody's online. So in that sense, we'll be able to really connect with our users. We'll be able to get feedback directly. Not only that, we've got a pretty sophisticated system to monitor statistics from plays. So we'll be able to keep watch on things. And if people are exploiting the game, we're going to be able to go in and tighten that up, And if people are like, hey, we really want to see a halfback screen, or hey, we want more draw plays, or, the fullback doesn't get the ball enough. Those are things that we're going to be able to go in and address.
It's definitely one of the things you mentioned, and I think it's important to restate, is that, the interface is not intimidating. It gives you the plays. It gives you the. I think someone who's kind of new to football can pick up this very quickly. But the experts are really going to love it the most. But I think you're going to get some new users as well. People who really didn't think they would like this type of football game. Because this interface, it's not intuitive. There's not a lot to get into it. And once you get them in, once you get started, they're going to get better and better and better. And it's like a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, well, it was important that we make it easy to get into, but that there was a lot of depth. It's like you think about a game like Skate or Street Fighter or any game. They're easy to get into, but they're tough to become a master.
Right.
And I think for the early folks, the key is if you know a little bit about the game of football and you want something to do while you're at work, while you're on your lunch break, or while you're in the computer lab at school, this is a really cool game to fire up and get into. And I think that as we start adding features, there'll be even more for folks to do. But, right now, because we're still focusing on the core game, it's pretty good because it gives you just enough to bite off and get into in the game without being intimidating.
Right.
We're not at that point where we have to have like a little news symbol in our menus just to indicate there's something going on,
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty cool. We got a nice little lead over here, fella. I'm gonna take the foot off the gas for a minute.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's how you make me feel better right there. That's good right there.
I'm very subtle when I talk smack.
I know. Yeah. There's no other way to talk smack, tell you the truth. You got to be subtle.
You're either a talker or you're not,
Or you're a loser,
said,
right?
I'm a big Chad Ochocinco fan. That should tell you something.
Okay. Up!
No!
Oh, no!
Dodged the bullet.
Oh, boy. Got butterfingers. Got to coach that better, coach.
Oh, man. Brand new team. We're still getting used to our system.
Okay. Somebody's running laps. I can see that right now.
But, yeah, outside of that, man, I guess, what are some questions you got about the game and where we're going with it?
If anybody in the chat room has questions, go ahead and ask. I'm going to ask mine, but if you guys got any questions Oh, somebody asked, where do you add a friend? Where's that in the interface?
When you're on the website, there's at the very bottom of the website, there's a thing called the bottom line. And on the right side, you'll see a little silhouette of a person that says online friends. You click on that, and your friends list will pop up. Or if you're in the lobby and you see Bwana in the lobby, you can click on his name, and a little widget will pop up that gives you the option to add a friend.
Okay. Oh, I was just saying a lot of my questions were already answered when we talked before. Just in terms of the future and everything, and how you guys are gonna just keep going and how you're gonna do things. I know some people, when they think about, I asked this to you, you already know, but when some people think about free games, they think about being bombarded with ads. Okay, and I'm looking at this right now, and I don't see a whole lot of advertising that's getting in my way, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, in that sense, man, we're gamers first and game makers second, so we know how annoying that kind of stuff can be. And on top of that, you want to come in, you want to play a game of football, you don't want to get sold to the entire game. So, I mean, for us, it was very important that we, obviously for revenue, we got to make money, we have to have ads in, but by the same token, we want them to make sense in context. So, we really kind of, big play. So we really kind of taken the same approach that you would see when you're watching a sports broadcast, you see where these little quick hints are. At times you'll see advertisement in place of those. And
right.
Between quarters, what we do is we show commercials between 15 and 30 seconds, just like you would see when you're watching television. Except it's number one, we've got banner ads in there. But outside of that, we want you to be able to just enjoy the game. But in addition to that, we work advertising in. We're going to do it in a smart way. Like maybe we'll do a deal with Under Armour for equipment, or Gatorade for energy drinks that boost the stamina of your players in the game, or something along those lines. Or maybe we've got the FedEx Air Attack Player of the Week or something like that in the game. It's not
right.
It's not the sort of thing where you've got to like plaster it all over the place to have it be effective.
Right. Okay. We got a question. Oh no!
Maybe.
We got a question. Someone asked, is there a direct URL that we can use to point people to our profiles, our coach cards, so they can add us as friends easily?
Actually, here, probably, I would say 2 updates from now, we're going to be putting up home pages for each user that you'll be able to link to directly in that sense. Right now, it's a little bit difficult. We're working on getting a search for friends feature, that sort of thing. But outside of that, man, it's a little bit rough in the lobby, but, that's definitely one thing that we agree is an issue. We got man, I thought I was going to break it on you.
Wow. Me too. Everybody was like gone.
Rookie.
We got another question. Someone asked, is there a method of a spectator mode, or if not, will it be added at a later time?
Yeah, there isn't currently, but that's also something that, based on the way our game works, is something that we think is going to be a pretty simple thing for us to add. It'll add a lot of value. Because basically the way our game works, you pick a play, I pick a play, we send those plays up to the server, and it calculates the results and basically forms this movie that you watch during the gameplay portion.
Okay.
So, for us to put in a spectator mode, it basically just be to send that signal down to multiple people, right?
Okay. That answers that. Wait.
Feeling hungry right here, feeling hungry.
Get him! Come on, man! You're running laps. Somebody's running laps.
Listen, weak side all day till you shut it down,
I'm
baby.
serious, man. What's wrong with these kids?
Oh, I don't know, but we'll see how they like this one here.
Let's see. We're gonna
I'm gonna pull a little rabbit out of the play calling hat.
Oh no.
It may blow up in my face. We'll see how it works.
I doubt. Oh no. I got a feeling. I think I know what you're gonna. Oh boy. I'm looking at the middle of the field. Where's the middle of the field?
I'm looking at the clock here. I'm gonna make you sweat for a minute.
No, don't do that.
Oh yeah, baby.
I'm looking at the middle of the field. I'm looking at the middle of the field. Oh! I knew it! I knew it!
Oh, yeah, and one of the cool things we're going to be adding real soon is the ability to mark favorites in the playbook. So,
good idea.
You're going to be able to designate a play as a favorite and then just quickly go to that. So, even though you've learned the filters, this will basically be your go-to play.
Right.
You'll be able to sort by, the most effective plays. So, whichever running play is getting you the most yards, whatever passing play, you're going deep.
He just tiptoes in. Oh well.
Go. Love when the clock hits 0, baby. Means the pain is over. Oh, 21 points in the final quarter.
Wow.
Deal.
Wow.
Look at, I shouldn't have told you you had good tight end.
Yeah.
3 touches to the kid.
Wow.
Good game over there, fellas.
Yeah, that was a
Alright,
good
now,
game.
What you're seeing here is the post-game summary. You see the player of the game, stats. These are all the fantasy points that your players have earned. You see, again, you get to see your breadwinners. Now, at the very end here, what you got is basically a summary of how those points affect your level. So you'll see your points count up. When you get enough, you go to level 2.
There it is.
And when every point you go, every time you raise the level, you're in coaching points. Now, at the very beginning, we give you a little more so that you have the ability to kind of shape the team the way you want to shape it. So if you hit exit the web down there, Bwana,
Got it.
that'll take us back to the website.
Okay.
All right, so I just popped in over there on the chat. Now let's go check out the trainer. So if you go back to the game lobby, you see at the very top where the navigation is, it says My Team.
Yeah.
All right, now if you highlight over top of My Team, you'll see a thing that says Training. Now that's one way to get to the trainer. Another way to do it is you click on Home.
Okay.
This will take you to the home page, and the home page is basically like our main menu, right?
Yeah.
So from here, you'll be able to hop to the lobby. You can go and edit your team. You decide you don't like your colors or your logo, or you just lost the Bwana. And you got to totally change your team so no one knows it's you. Whatever you got going. From here, you can go edit your team. You can check out the leaderboards. You can look at your latest results. So click on Training over there.
Got it.
All right. So when you come in, you see Coach Cower.
Yeah.
He's really concerned about the text in front of him. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So from here, like I said, we're very similar to a console game. We've got filters to kind of boil stuff down. When you first come into the lobby for new players, we bring in kind of the most important players that are at the lowest levels. So if you want to balance out your team and build a very balanced team across the boards, we basically look at the positions and give them all a rating in terms of their importance. Like a quarterback is more important than a kicker, et cetera, et cetera.
Gotcha.
Or a halfback is more important to the offense, than a fullback or a tight end, or, depending on your style of offense, maybe that's not the case.
Right.
Right? What we do is we kind of give you an advised path to build that team. We'll tell you who to train if you don't know. But if you're a bit more advanced, up where you see it says Choose Recommended.
Right.
Give that a click real quick.
Yeah. I'm there now.
Right. Now, from here, you can go look at your best players, your worst players, or you can go back to, coaches' recommended picks.
Gotcha.
And then on the other side, you see where it says Train By.
Yeah.
Give that a click. Now,
Okay.
what that lets you do is you can go in and you can see all the positions, or you can focus on just the offense, just the defense, special teams, or you can drill down to individual positions.
Okay.
So, if you want to work on, speaking of which, I don't know, it's all good. Yeah, so from here you can kind of go in and decide who you want to add points to. So, what are you choosing over there?
I'm going to my strong safety here. He's level 5. I'm gonna train him up.
So if you want to train him up, all you got to do is click the train button. You got 20 points to start. You can go in and mess with those.
Got it. So I'm just bringing up the weak guys now to.
Ooh. No, I got a nice little core of players over here, man. I might have to grow this team up a little bit. I got a 9 running back, a 9 fullback, 10 tight end, 10 wide receiver, 10 QB,
wow.
10 guard, 10 at the well linebacker. Got a 9 middle linebacker.
So as you click people to train, this thing on the right, the coaching plan summarizes what you're going to use.
Exactly. It's just like a shopping cart if you're over at Amazon.
Okay.
The other thing you'll notice, we talked a little bit about the QuickHit Legends last time we spoke, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice the guys that have the little laurels to the sides of them. Now, every team starts with 2 legends. I got Bobby Bell and Randall Cunningham on my team.
Okay.
We've got over 100 legends, and when we update, we'll be adding new legends. Actually, some pretty cool names.
Sweet.
But you're basically, you get a couple of those guys. Those guys will start out a little bit better than most players. And they're all kind of modeled after the guys that they were in real life. So
nice.
that's pretty cool. Especially if if you're a longtime football fan, there's a lot of folks that you'll recognize.
Yeah, I saw the blog post about the coaches that were at it. Tom Landry, Jimmy Johnson, and I think a couple more. I was like, wow.
It's Bill Cowher, Jimmy Johnson, Dan Reeves, Tom Landry, and Brian Billick.
Right.
And again, as far as our roster of coaches go, that's also something that we'll be updating as we can, continue to expand the product. So how's your roster looking over there?
It's looking better now. A lot of my 5s are now up to 7s, and I'm just trying to even things out now. I'll probably start focusing a little bit later. And I like these filters. I mean, they make oh my goodness, I got some people level 1.
Yeah, and a lot of those guys are your bench players now.
Okay.
So you kind of got to decide, and basically if you go and you train somebody up and you make them better than the starter, then that person's going to come into the lineup.
Okay.
You're going to be able to just drag and drop guys through your depth chart. But again, that's something that we're developing right now.
Okay. So the number, it says tight end 4. That's his number on the depth chart, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
These are the guys you're going to see on special teams and on the coverage units.
Okay, we got another question. Will the levels that you gain in the beta, will you keep them when the game exits the beta?
Yeah. Right now we've got technology to transfer that stuff over, and we actually had a private beta test, and we successfully took everybody's teams and moved them over. So
good job.
As far as that goes, feel free to start getting into the game and investing time and energy into your players. Should be all right.
Good. This is cool, man. I'm in here. I've used all my points except 7. I'm probably going to try to make my running back a little bit better here because he was dropping the ball like crazy.
He was. You might even want to consider growing another running back on your roster up above him.
Seriously, man. That Butterfinger is ridiculous. Where is he? Halfback.
And as I mentioned, every single player's kind of tight. So one of the other things that you want to pay attention to is maybe your starting left tackle is a run blocking left tackle, and you want a pass blocker. You want a guy who's more balanced overall. So as you grow your guys, you're able to basically take, especially those bookend positions, and move other guys into those positions depending on what you want to do with the football.
Gotcha.
Like my starting halfback right now is a balanced guy, but maybe I want to, bring in a battering ram, or maybe I want a guy who's really light on his feet. For every single position in QuickHit Football, there's 3 different designations. One of them kind of a jack of all trades. The other one's going to be more pass-oriented or rush-oriented, right?
Right.
By the same token, like you got your hard-hitting safety, and then you got your guys that's kind of a big play safety and making those coverage plays, or you got a guy who's balanced, or maybe you got a man coverage corner, or you got a guy who's pretty good and runs.
All right, I think you got everybody in the chat rooms going nuts over this. This is a great preview. I appreciate you spending time with me. And
absolutely, man. It was a blast. I appreciate you taking time out to play with me.
Probably going to chop up this video and post it somewhere so other people can check it out. And
very nice. If you want to cut out that part in the video where I lost, that'd be cool.
I'll think about it. Maybe I'll take out like the last part of the 4th quarter, and we'll just jump to the 2nd game. That's what we'll do.
You just splicing clips from the 1st game into the 2nd one.
Yeah. We'll confuse everybody.
Yeah.
All right, man. I got to bail. I got to go. So it was great talking to you. Great experience. Tell everybody over there we said hi and we love the game, and we're gonna be playing it. That's for sure.
Absolutely, and then thanks again to all your viewers out there, the Bwana TV audience.
Yeah.
Thanks a bunch for checking out the game, and be sure to get me that information about the fellow who won the T-shirt early. We'll get him taken care of.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can get him on my friends list. I wrote his name down. MGM Kid for Life. You were the winner of the T-shirt, so you're gonna be getting that. And congratulations. All right, Brandon, don't stay up too late beating people up like you just beat me.
I can't make any promises. Like I said, I'm on my grind. I want that level 20 by the end of the weekend. I got work to do.
Yep, you got work to do. All right, man, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming.
All right, thanks again.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.